Daniella Monet is just one of the recent former Nickelodeon stars that have been outspoken about the network. Alexa Nicholas, who played Nicole on Zoey 101, recently made waves for protesting Nickelodeon, saying that she never felt safe around Dan Schneider. For those of you who don't know, Dan Schneider is the creator of shows like iCarly, Drake and Josh, Sam and Cat, and The Amanda Show, and so on and so forth. He played a massive part in Nickelodeon throughout the 90s and 2000s. Jennette McCurdy also recently alleged in her book that she was offered $300,000 to never talk about her experiences at Nickelodeon, which obviously sends off a red flag. In her book, she refers to someone at Nick as the creator, which many think could be Dan Schneider. She refers to an individual as the creator. This individual allegedly forced her to drink alcohol when she was underage, and they gave her massages. I chose to name him the creator because I find it entertaining and sort of fitting for the person, McCurdy writes. I feel similarly around the creator as I feel around mom. On edge, desperate to please, terrified of stepping out of line. You're about to star in your own TV show for crying out loud, Jennette recalled the creator saying. You know how many kids would kill for that opportunity? Every last one of them. I nod along. He reaches out and places his hand on my knees. I get goosebumps, she said. Jennette McCurdy speaking out about her unpleasant experiences kind of had a domino effect. Miranda Cosgrove also responded to Jennette's book in support. You can't imagine that people around you are having much harder struggles, she said. You don't expect things like that from the person in the room who's making everyone laugh. Now Daniella Monet, who played Trina in Victorious, is also speaking out about some uncomfortable things that happened at the network. Though her time on the show was for the most part very PC, funny, silly, friendly, chill, she said, there were moments every once in a while that made her feel uncomfortable. Do I wish certain things like didn't have to be so sexualized? Yeah, 100%, she said. Daniella was talking about a specific scene in which she had to eat a pickle while applying lip gloss. After filming, she told Insider she reached out to Nickelodeon executives and expressed concerns that the scene might be too sexual to air on the teen show. Nickelodeon aired it anyway. Daniella also revealed that she felt some of the outfits weren't age appropriate. She said, I wouldn't even wear some of that today as an adult. Schneider previously addressed his 2018 exit from the Nickelodeon network, which was reported by Deadline, as well as allegations that he was abusive towards staff members and speculation he fetishized the feet of many young actors after old clips resurfaced. He called the allegations ridiculous in a conversation with the New York Times, adding that the comedy was totally innocent. Although Dan Schneider created the show and was responsible for a lot of the decisions, Monet told Insider that he wasn't the only person in charge of those choices. The actress pointed out the male-dominated writer's room as reason for many of the sexualized scenes. She also noted how Nickelodeon and its Department of Standards and Practices both had to approve everything that aired on the series. In a statement to Insider, Russell Hicks, Nickelodeon's former president of content and production, said, every single thing that Dan ever did on any of his shows was carefully scrutinized and approved. Hicks added that the Department of Standards and Practices read every script for Schneider's shows. Programming executives watched every episode of television, and parents and caregivers were always on set. If the scenes that have been resurfacing got approved by so many people, then there is clearly something wrong with the entire department. This is all very disheartening that so many stars from the network went through some gross and uncomfortable things, and I really do hope they all are given justice, and the creeps are thrown away. There are various uncomfortable scenes that I won't be putting in this video because it's gross, and it's mind-blowing that it was allowed to slide during the time that it aired. I also wonder how this will affect the standing of the shows, because a lot of these shows are a part of nostalgia and have a very special place for so many people. And to be fair to the cast, like on Victorious for example, there were a lot of young talented individuals who were showcased on the show. But will these new revelations cast a dark shadow over the shows? Time will tell. Especially because the people who watched these shows when they were younger are now adults and will probably view it through a different lens. Some of these shows, such as iCarly, have even gotten a reboot. I will say the most immediate action that would make sense and at least show decency is to edit all the inappropriate scenes out across all platforms. It only makes sense and would be beneficial to the cast who went through all of these experiences. They don't need to be monetized or viewed for entertainment at all. Anyways, those are my thoughts about this. What are your thoughts about this? The revelations, the domino effect this is causing? And do you feel it will impact the shows, if at all? Let me know in the comments down below.